Today I'm going to talk about tips for traveling to Japan. Hello, this is Wes Mathur and I'm here with Yuri today. I've came to Japan personally 3 times as an exchange student, 1 time for travel, and probably about 5 times for work, each time about 5 months, 6 months each. But today I'm going to be focusing on coming here for travel. I'll make other videos talking about studying abroad here or coming here for work, but today focusing on first time visits to Japan. I'm speaking from my experiences solely, and then Yuri has lived here her whole life. She's here to help me with things that I don't quite understand as a foreigner. 自己紹介?
これはユリです。終わった。
Well, I think coming here for travel is a lot cheaper than a lot of people initially expect. There are a lot of travel services that offer very cheap flights. Some of them have a transfer in Korea or China from about $300 to $600 for a round-trip ticket. There are 2 websites I often use, one called justfly.com, the other called Cheapo Air. Flight prices often vary during each season, and summer is the most expensive while spring and fall are the cheapest most likely. So there you have it, arriving is actually a very cheap process in my opinion. Staying here is also pretty simple. For example, a main place to stay is a guest house, and those range from anywhere to $60 to $100 a night, sometimes even cheaper. A lot of them are very cool, like kind of traditional places. They're found all over Japan. For a guest house, you often have the option to stay in your own individual room or share a room with other travelers. Many times you can sleep on a tatami floor with a futon, and they often provide meals or a place to hang out with the other travelers, which is really fun. And really, I found a great way to meet new people. If you don't feel like springing the money for a hotel, there are other cheap options to stay in Japan. Capsule hotels often range from about $40 to $100 a night, and you sleep in a small room that is basically just the size of a bed. Even cheaper is a manga kiseten or manga cafe. If you're traveling to a place for just 1 night, this can be a very cheap option, ranging from anywhere from $20 to $60 a night, where you basically have a small padded room where you sleep on the floor and have a computer and a bunch of free manga to read.
2000円ぐらい。
For $20 a night, if you're just traveling in a place for a short time, you can stay in a manga kiseten, or it's called a manga cafe. So after a place to stay, a very important thing is definitely travel, and public transportation here is amazing. You can go basically anywhere by train or bus, or the taxis here are even quite cheap. A big recommendation when you first arrive at the airport is to get a transportation card. This is a card that allows you to access any public transportation in Japan, whether it be bus or train. You simply tap your card into the entrance of the train station when you enter and leave, and it charges you from there. This is helpful because without this, you have to look at the map and decide exactly how much money each ticket costs for each station that you want to go to. It can be a big time saver, especially if you don't speak the language. They go by names like Suica card or Ikoka card, and each prefecture has their own name for it. But every card is usable in every prefecture as well. In Kansai, I think it's called Ikoka. And then in Tokyo, it's called Suica. Tokyo かな?
東京。
In Tokyo, it's called Suica card name. なんかめっちゃあるでしょ。いろんな県はその場所のカードがあるでしょ。
あると思う。こっちの何これ？ブルーのカードが関西のイコカ。これで電車とか乗れる。
Blue card. That's exactly right. And in Tokyo, you get the Suica card, which is the same thing. You can get them at the airport and any main train station as well. Any of this domestic travel information may seem jarring when you first arrive. However, every airport has an information station where everyone speaks English and can assist with any questions regarding getting a transportation card or where to go to find the place that you're staying. KIX is the main airport in Osaka, Kansai International Airport, and then in Tokyo it's Narita, I think, and Narita.
成田。成田空港。
Yeah, Narita Koku is the main international airport in Tokyo. Every airport that I've seen has an information desk where you can go and ask almost any question in English, and they'll have someone that can help you. Very convenient. They'll show you where you can get these cards, and they'll tell you where you can go to take the train or the bus to wherever you're staying. Another great amenity that they have at the airports is pocket Wi-Fi. They have pocket Wi-Fis at every airport that you can purchase or rent on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, or however long you need to be here. They have SIM cards too if you have an unlocked cell phone. A lot of the cell phones sold in America are linked to a certain provider. So the pocket Wi-Fi is generally the most easy way to go. The next very important thing is obviously money. Japan is a very cash-based society, so there are a lot of places, especially older restaurants or older stores, that don't use a credit card. So it's going to be very convenient here to have cash. In the airport, of course, there's a place to exchange currency, so you can do it there. And then using any American credit card or credit cards from most countries, you can withdraw money from ATMs at any convenience store. That would be 7-Eleven, Lawson, Family Mart, 別のコンビニあるかな? Mini Stop. And aside from that, every post office will have an ATM that you can use. The post office, you can withdraw cash in increments of $10, that would be. And in the convenience stores, you can withdraw cash in increments of 100. But the post office ATMs also have a fee of about $2 in American cash.
コンビニでは私はあんまり下ろさない。
あ、そうなんだ。
手数料がすごくかかるから。
ああ、高くなってるとか。
そうそうそうそうそう。だからあんまり使わないですね。
ああ、そうなんだ。わかる。They always have an English option too. It's like a touchscreen and they have English options, which is great. Larger chain stores like any McDonald's, Moss Burger will take a credit card. I think more and more so, especially because of the Tokyo Olympics. A lot of cash-based businesses are also moving to get credit card capability, but a lot of the smaller stores still don't use it, so it's really helpful to have cash and coins. And I'll do another video about Japanese cash. The conversion rate with yen compared to the American dollar is pretty simple. 1 yen is basically 1 penny, 1 cent. If you look at a price, you just take 2 zeros off the end of it, and that is the amount in dollars. So 100 Japanese yen is $1, and 1,000 Japanese yen is $10. That was very helpful for me to find out. Another thing I think a lot of people are nervous about when coming to Japan is definitely the language and cultural barrier. When I first came here, I didn't speak Japanese at all. Of course, there were some difficulties in a place where there is no one that really speaks your own language, and it seems like a huge barrier, but I think it's actually very doable. 2 things that help a lot with that. One is easily, if you don't learn the language and you don't really plan on learning the language that much, is Google Translate. I was fortunate enough to take classes here and study the language daily with teachers guiding me, but during that time when I could not communicate, even with ordering food or making new friends, Google Translate was a huge help. You can really just speak into the phone, speak into Google Translate, and whatever you say in English or your own personal language, it'll come out in Japanese. You can show that to the person that you're ordering food from or somebody that you even meet on the street. Google 先生とよく使ってますか?
Google 先生はめっちゃ使います。
So, a lot of my messages to her are in English. なんか連絡するときは私はたまに英語使うから。
あ、そう。こうね、英語でやることもあって、わからないときはもう一回考えるけど、わからんってなって、Google 先生って言っても
絶対一緒
って調べて、あ、そういうことやったんや。
Yeah, exactly. So it's a very easy thing to overcome, I think. Many of the main locations here have an English menu, and even places where you order from vending machines have like an English menu button that you can use to change everything to English. Also, really, if they have photos, you can really just point and say this. これこれこれ。なんか注文するときは。
注文するとき。あ、日本語がわからなかったとき。
そうそうそうそう。
メニューがあるから。欲しいやつをこれくださいって言ったら絶対それで OK なんや。
A very useful Japanese word is これ which means this. これ
そうそうそう、これこれが欲しい、これが欲しいって。
A lot of places here have a lot of photos of their food, so you can just point and say this or これ and I think you'll be fine. But in the bigger cities, I think especially in preparation for the Tokyo Olympics, many places have an English speaking worker that they'll call over to help out any travelers. And another application I really recommend from Google is Google Maps. Once you have your Suica or Koka card, it's really easy to pay for the train, but finding out where to go and where to transfer is also kind of tricky. If you type in your destination into the Google Maps app, it really helps show you where to go, where to walk, and what time every train is, which is something that is kind of tricky for me, even now still. Especially for slightly farther trips, every train has a local transportation as well as a rapid express. The local one stops at every station along the way, which can really take a lot of time if you're going for a long distance, while the rapid express skips almost every station until your destination or the bigger stations. The Google Maps app will help you find the train that you need to ride as well as the time, and that was really helpful for me. Google Maps really shows the best train to take and when to take it and where to go, and it's something that really has saved me multiple times. I really recommend that as an application also. And that is all for my part 1 video of first time traveler recommendations for traveling to Japan. I hope these tips were helpful, and this is my second video I've made for YouTube, and the next one will definitely have better quality in audio, so thank you for bearing with me. Please like and subscribe, of course, if you find this content helpful, and I always appreciate recommendations or ideas for future videos I could make. I hope you all have a great day, and I hope you guys all get a chance to travel to Japan sometime soon. Thanks, bye. 뭔가 넌 특별한 카메라 할 때 다 나갔다. 긴장.